Hey folks, this is Shane, Sioux Scout. It is the first Saturday in December 2017. A little late start, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 22 degrees. And I'm going to do a couple loops on the ski trails near my house here along the river. The goal is to put on, not a whole lot of miles, 5-6 miles I'm planning on. Maybe a little more, depending on how the trip goes. I don't want to be here all day, just till early afternoon at the latest. But what I'm doing is just kind of a shakedown of sorts. What I was trying to say is it's kind of a shakedown of sorts for gear for my 2019 AT Thruhike. I'm taking her out as I'm trying to figure out everything as I can in the about a year and 3 months before I hit the trail. So everything I can figure out now will save me time and frustration and money on the trail. Now obviously this is not the pack I'm going to be taking on the hike. This is a Maxpedition Falcon 3. Love this pack. It is awesome for overnight. Maybe you can extend it to a weekend backpacking trip if you pack right. The thing is well built. It's bomb-proof construction, well organized, a great size, but obviously nothing I'm going to be taking with me on a through hike. It's just a little bit too small and way too heavy. Basically all I'm doing is I got this pack loaded up. Some of the stuff I will be taking on the trip. A lot of it I won't. A lot of it's just everyday backpacking stuff I have. It's just there for the weight. I gotta go as light as possible. I doubt I'll be truly ultralight, but I'm gonna try to be as light as possible. My goal is to have a total weight of in the 20-25 pound range, which I think is pretty doable. So right now this pack is loaded up to be about 26 pounds, 26 and a half I think it measured out. So there you go, that should be a good test. Now this video is going to get long, I already know it right now. And I try to keep my YouTube videos to about the 10-minute range. So for YouTube, I'm going to cut this thing off at 10 minutes. But if you want to see the thing in its entirety, down in the description, there will be a link to the whole video that I'll have on Patreon. Don't have to be a patron to see it. It'll be free for the whole public. So if you want to see the whole thing, stop now, click the link, watch it there. Thanks. Alright, I mentioned in the very beginning it's about 22 degrees out right now. And as far as clothing, I just have my boxer briefs, a pair of blue jeans, and some cheap wool socks. Wearing my Merrell's hiking shoes. And on top I just have a long sleeve synthetic shirt under my Patagonia Nano. And a buff and mechanics gloves. This is one of my favorite spots on this trail. It's where these two little creeks meet. And they even got a little the more you know plaque here talking about seeps and springs. Well, change of plans. I hear the generator behind me, and looks like they're remodeling the shelter. It's all sealed up right now. It's a three-sided or three-walled shelter like you see on most trails. And there used to be a picnic table inside it, and it'd have a little fire pit on the outside for cross-country skiers. But now they built a fireplace, or they're building a fireplace in it right now. It's pretty wild. So no picnic table there. We'll have to go to the backpacking site along the Ridgeline Trail to do my what's in your pack segment for this. But we're on the first boardwalk of the Oaks Ridge Trail, so I'll pop back in a little while. Alright, we're about half hour, 40 minutes in. It's still around 23 degrees and I'm warmed up nicely, no gloves anymore. And I got this down jacket from Patagonia, zipped down about halfway. And so far I am just totally impressed with this jacket. It's awesome. Is it $200 awesome? I don't know yet, but so far I have no regrets. Now we're at the nice little cutoff point on the Oak Ridge Trail. Excuse me, how do I say Oak Ridge? Oaks Hill. Third time's the charm. Oak Hills Trail. I call it the Oak Ridge Trail often because this area is known as the Hardwood Ridge. There's a ridge of hardwoods that go through here. But right here, you can see there's a two-right road that comes in and it intersects the trail, and about 50 yards down the road there is where the other leg of this trail meets. I think there's should be a sign here. Huh? You think? Well, there's not always a trail map where you think there should be one. And I don't have mine with me, but I'll show you what I'm talking about in our segment. Now we're at the northern point of the Oak Hills Trail. That's Fox's Landing Road. Go down a little ways and the hiking trail picks up. I'll go all the way over to the Sioux Portage, following the St. Croix River. Now we'll just continue on and we'll start heading back towards the shelter, which is turned into a fireplace. And somewhere in there we'll take a break for lunch and or brunch I should say, and I'll go over what I'm carrying. It's about 9:30 now, so I'm making pretty good time. Okay, we're back on the section of the trail where I was showing you how the Thruhike comes through and intersects the Oak Hills Trail. And I was looking for the trail map, but I would have walked across the cutoff. You can see what I'm talking about. So if I wanted to, I could have cut this little loop short and avoided going that whole thing. So we're going to probably throw a audible here since they are working on the shelter. That's where I was going to unload this pack. We'll go down the Ridgeline Trail, and right about here is where the backpacking site is. Pretty much right where Ridgeline intersects ravine. So my next shot will be at that table so we can do a quick big dump. Alright, so that's about it for this video. I just want to show you what's typically my weekend routine if I get the time, is to go on a hike for in the 5 to 10 mile range. Now that I'm sorting through my gear for my upcoming AT Thruhike, I'm putting a lot more thought into what I have. Now obviously at least half that stuff I showed you is not going on the trail. As much as I love that pack, it's just not right. I already mentioned I got another one coming this spring. And what else? I mentioned I gotta make up my mind if I'm gonna go with a tent or a hammock. I'm leaning towards a hammock. More on that in a different video. That's a whole big old can of worms to discuss. So, you know, there's tons of other stuff I gotta sort out, but that's why I pushed it out till the 2019 season. I really want to get everything buttoned down as best I can, so there'll be a lot more videos like this with me testing out new gear. I'm always open for suggestions and comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.